Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. That's the house of my friend out in the country. Hi, check my website for more artworks and photographs at ilmaarts.com. Today, I'd like to share with you my poem devotional extracted from Ecclesiastes 5 verse 3. It says, "Too much activity gives you restless dreams. Too many words make you a fool. Restless spirit. Do you find yourself unable to finish something? Do you struggle focusing on one thing? Too much activity gives you restless dreams. It makes you ambitious, resorting to so much schemes. Do you use too many words when you talk? The more you say, the more you ought to walk it. Limit your speech and activities to God's truth. It will transform you and bring the Spirit's fruits." Here's my essay. The enemy uses so many distractions in our lives. One of his tactics is to give us too much distractions or too much activities. I used to think that multitasking is an indispensable skill in life. But after God transformed me into a newborn person, God replaced that twisted worldly viewpoint. I didn't realize that too much activity brought about restlessness in my life. I wanted to do so much. I remember when I reached the age of 30 that I was speeding so badly to get all my dreams and goals met. I was also racing my son during this plunge into proving to others and to myself that I can do good in many things simultaneously. Just as the old adage, jack of all trades, master of none says, I was beginning to spread myself so thinly. My body suffered and my restlessness took over my life. Prayer. Lord, teach me simplicity. Reflection. How can you avoid busyness in your life? To answer that reflection question, I think God has walked me through a journey that was really painful because He took away all the things that distracted me from spending time with Him. When I came to Canada, I was already I had a full career in painting and teaching, and I had sold about 400 artworks back in the Philippines before I migrated to Canada. And when I came to Canada, I think God was letting me let go of control, let go of all the performance, let go of all my idols. My idols were my works, my career, my job, and the control that I have over all the things that I wanted to do all at the same time. Because when I was raising my son, I was a photographer on the weekend. I was a painter on a daily basis. I had an acting career every weekend or almost every day. When I have a play, I have to practice almost every day. And I had to tag along my son when I was doing all these things because I was a single mom. And I was doing photo shoots or photo events on weekends or on certain occasions. So there was so much. And I was teaching high school students a full-time teaching job of over 8 sections every day. So how God was trying to slow me down was when I got sick. I got sick at age 30, around 32 or 36. And I had hepatitis A, and I could barely move. I cannot do anything on my own, and I had to rest for 3 months. That's when God showed me, like, hey, slow down. Your body can only take so much. So since then, I learned to be still because I was so scared to be quiet. I was so scared that I will remember all the painful things that I went through if I'm alone and I'm quiet. So what I did was to put so much noise in my life that it muddled my relationship with God. So from that big moment at 36 that I was, God didn't give me the disease. it happened to me because I wasn't taking care of my body. And so we need to listen to our body. We need to listen because we are the temple of Christ, and we have to treat it with respect and care. So what I'm trying to say is too much of the activity that I want to do only stemmed up. I realized why I was doing it probably when I was almost in my 40s, because my mother never came to my exhibits. I think on my 12th or 13th exhibit, that's the first time she came. And after the exhibit, I said, why am I doing this? Apparently, just to get my mother's attention. So sometimes we do so many things without even knowing why we're doing them. And sometimes these are strongholds in our family. So there was a stronghold of performing and approval addiction. So I think that the only way that you can avoid busyness is by prioritizing which comes first in your life. When you know that God is first in your life, then you will have to spend time with God each morning or at the start of day, because I know now that my day will be really a mess if I don't spend time in God's Word every day, which I try to do as much as I can every morning. Sometimes it doesn't always happen, but I still try to think about God, and I still get into a teaching that will keep me focused on the truth that God is giving us. Thanks for watching, and I hope you check my website at ilmaarts.com for more artworks and photographs. Have a blessed day.